vlog. Today I'm going to be sharing 25 bookish facts about me. Why 25 you might ask? It's because I turned 25 a few weeks ago. I just wanted to do something a little bit different and I love watching these videos, so hopefully you guys enjoy watching it too. I always date my books and put my name in it as soon as I buy it. It's a habit I learned from my mum and it's quite interesting to see how long I've had a book for and how well I've kept it during the time that I've had it. I could never dog ear my pages. I have nothing against people who do it to their own books, but I just cannot do it. I actually watched the first 4 Harry Potter movies before I read the books. I first read The Hunger Games back in high school and I've since reread it about 3 times. I order my shelves by genre and then author. And in case you hadn't noticed, Cassandra Clare gets 2 shelves all to her own. When I choose my star ratings, I'm always heavily influenced by the ending of books, so even if the book was quite average for the most part, if it had a fantastic ending, I'm much more likely to give it a slightly higher rating. I'm trying not to do that so much, but you know, it can't be helped. I currently have 8 copies of Pride and Prejudice in different editions, and that number is only likely to grow. And in case you didn't guess, Pride and Prejudice is my favourite book of all time. But I've actually reread the Hunger Games series more than I have Pride and Prejudice. Until 2015, I hadn't actually read the last Harry Potter book. I read the first 5 when I was in high school, and then when the 6th book came out, my friends spoiled all of the deaths in Deathly Hallows for me, and so I kind of boycotted the last book until Jessie from the Book Vagrant held her Harry Potter rereadathon, and I finally overcame my fear of rereading the first 5 books. When I was younger, Double Act by Jacqueline Wilson was one of my favourite books of all time, and I used to think to myself, I really want to grow up and get a job and make enough money to buy my own copy of this book. Dream big. I read the Twilight series for the first time when I was in year 12 and I loved it so much at the time that I reread it straight away. I was Team Jacob. The first book that I can remember DNFing by choice was Fallen by Lauren Kate. I made it through the first 2 chapters and then I just couldn't get through it. I bought it because it was on sale at Dimmicks, and at the time I was really into angels and demons and all this sort of thing, but I just could not stand the main character at all. I adored Enid Blyton books when I was in primary school, but I actually thought her name was Gwyd Blyton for the longest time because of the way that the font is on the original books. My order by authors are Cassandra Clare, Jen Bennett and Leigh Bardugo. Over the years, I've been sorted into every house in Hogwarts except for Slytherin, but Hufflepuff is the one that I've been sorted into the most, and it's the house that I identify the most with, so I'm sticking with it. The last piece of fictional writing I ever completed was an alternate ending to Allegiant by Veronica Roth. I uploaded it on, I think it's called FictionNet, fanfiction.net, and it actually received quite positive feedback. My top 3 series of all time are The Infernal Devices, The Mortal Instruments, and The Hunger Games. Peter Malark was my #1 fictional boyfriend of all time for the longest time, and I never thought I would find another character that could outdo him until I met Jem Carstairs, and so I put a ring on it. I went through an intense Dramoni phase when I was in high school, and after rereading the series and finishing the final book, I do enjoy Ron and Hermione a lot more, but I'm still not 100% on board with that ship. I am a tagger. I tag quotes that make me laugh, quotes that make me sad, quotes that make me happy, scenes that I want to remember. My edition of Lady Midnight looks more like a porcupine than a book. Let me show you. Behold the beauty. I usually only read 1 book at a time because otherwise I get the stories mixed up and I can't concentrate. The only time when I've been able to read multiple books is when one of them is an audiobook and one of them is in another format, and they're from completely different genres. When I was on the hunt for a new handbag, I actually brought a book with me just to make sure that whatever new handbag I picked out, it would be able to fit a standard size book in it. I'm pretty sure the girls that worked there thought I was insane. So that is 25 random bookish facts about me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I would love to know some bookish facts about yourselves, so share some in the comments down below, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Bye now!
Trust in your heart and your soul shines forever.